It hasn't even been 24 hours since these ICE agents arrived at the airports, and they've already started the bull crap. It's only been 24 hours since Donald Trump and Tom Homan announced that ICE would be arriving at airports to help out TSA, and they already body slamming Americans at airports in San Francisco. I mean, what's really going on here? The objective, folks, was never to help out TSA with the long lines, help out with the luggage and whatever else that comes with the job of TSA. It was meant to continue this reign of terror of the American people in places where they're supposed to feel safe. That is the harsh reality. And Donald Trump, in all his ignorant wisdom, is going to continue to double down until another American ends up in a box. And these Republicans and Trump wonder why DHS is shut down, because ICE and Border Patrol is totally out of control.
So ICE agents have already begun to harass people at airports as Tom Homan and Donald Trump have teamed up to release ICE agents into airports due to the partial government shutdown where he is not paying TSA workers, so they're not showing up. Although ICE has no experience and only 46 days of training, they have been told that they can now run fucking airports like TSA agents, and we have exactly what we thought was going to happen, which is them harassing innocent people for no reason.
What's your name? Can show the badge. Where's the badge?
Where's your badge?
Can someone call 911? Where's your badge? Can I see? Let me see your badge.
Okay.
No, can I see your badge? I don't know if that's legitimate.
Because issuing a travel warning while simultaneously sending in your Gestapo to harass people that are already stuck at different locations in the world seems kind of constructive, don't you think? I don't understand why no one sees what this administration is trying to do. ICE agents are underqualified, overpaid, and instead of paying the people who have the credentials to ensure the safety of Americans as it applies to flying, you send in your Gestapo to harass people. As we just saw, it hasn't even been a full 24 hours and they are already putting their fucking hands on people.
So I just finished my 12-hour shift at TSA. Just now worked 4 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and still not getting paid for it. Fun stuff. So, Congress, if you would do us all the favor of figuring your shit out, of figuring out what needs to happen to fund the rest of the government, that would be great. Especially doing that before considering a $200 billion bill for the Iranian war. Thank you. Don't forget to give your TSA agents a hard time this week, too. They deserve it. We're a bunch of bullies.
Are they seriously saying ICE could replace TSA at airports? Because if that's true, then this is way bigger than people think. Americans are reacting right now, and their reactions are intense. Hey guys, well, welcome back to the channel. It's Lady Carrie, and if you're new here, this is where we react to real world topics, trending stories, and everything people are talking about right now. And today, this one caught my attention fast, because airports, security, immigration, all in one conversation. Yeah, we need to talk. So here's what's going around online. There are claims and discussions about ICE stepping into roles normally handled by TSA at airports. Now, before we even react, let's be real. That sounds like a major hit, because TSA is about safety screening and ICE is about immigration enforcement. So already those are two very different responsibilities.
Today, officially at airports across the country, Donald Trump has deployed his ICE agents to help TSA. There's one tweet from someone who was at the airport this morning, Dave Dana, who said, "I can confirm that ICE is deployed at the Atlanta airport." This is what the ICE agents are actually doing there. They are literally just hovering over the existing TSA officers. This is what Dave said about his experience in the Atlanta airport. He said they're acting as security, I guess. They're not scanning anything. They're just looking at the screen. The uniformed TSA agents are the ones running the metal detectors and bag checks. This is precisely why it is so asinine that Donald Trump sent his ICE agents to airports. These people are not going to be doing anything there. They're not scanning, they're not providing additional assistance to TSA. They are there so Donald Trump can intimidate more Americans.
So let me get this right. Let me just really get this right. TSA is expected to show up to work, not get paid, and the greatest solution that our government and country could think of is let's send in ICE agents. ICE agents who are getting paid, who are supposed to help with the long lines. But it's only been one day, and all we see is you dragging out a mom because allegedly, and I don't even know if this is true, that she couldn't prove that she was a citizen, but she's in the airport. Okay. How is that helping? How is that helping? Like, I don't get it. I really don't understand. And I think this is just like, I don't know, man. We're on like the seventh circle of hell, man. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand it. And it feels like, and you're doing this now. No other time have they gone, as far as I know, have gone into the airport to just randomly check if people are citizens and, profile people, which would have been wrong. But you're doing it now. And when you're separating parents from their children with no regards for the children, especially in a situation like that, like they just left the kids there, that is not only traumatic for the children, but also traumatic for everybody around. And, I have my own story and dealing with that and stuff like that. And I just can't even imagine just seeing that and feeling helpless. And people are recording and trying to get some sort of answers. But this has gotten true. It's already been out of hand. But a part of me was hoping that people would just jump on the agents.
This is not going to go well. You see, airports are such diverse areas, right? You have poor people mingling with rich people, mingling with immigrants and tourists and other citizens. And now you get to mingle with ICE and watch ICE in action. So you see, you're not going to be buffered by just watching it on social media. You're not going to be buffered because you don't live in these minority neighborhoods that are being targeted by ICE. You're going to get to see it at the airport. You're going to get to see this look of absolute terror for yourself in person.
Rising to all my beautiful gods and goddesses out there. Ashe, Ashe. TikTok, this video is for entertainment and educational purposes only. So, as of today, ICE will be assisting TSA at the airports. So I'm guessing they said that they tired of y'all jumping in their way in the streets when they trying to do their job and get these people up off our land, so they gonna do it a different way. They gonna start checking y'all motherfuckers at the gate. Soon as y'all try to travel somewhere or try to bring y'all ass back into this country, your ass is grass. Do we feel any type of way about it? Nope. Are we gonna do anything about it? Nope. We're gonna continue doing what we've been doing as copper color indigenous people, which is sitting our ass right the fuck here and not doing a motherfucking thing about it. See, here's the thing. Y'all thought that this shit just was gonna blow over. Y'all thought that this was just a moment in time, that they were just doing something to scare the fuck out of y'all and probably put y'all back in y'all place, whatever y'all was thinking. But we want y'all to understand, for y'all immigrants, we want y'all to understand, this shit is not going to stop until y'all are back to where the fuck y'all belong. And us as copper color indigenous people are not moving a muscle to help y'all or save y'all. We're not doing a fuck thing. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I don't care what nobody got to say about, oh, we're all Americans, we all need to come together because everybody is being treated. No, we're not. Nope, 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 nope. Hell no. Absolutely the fuck not. Nope. Nope. I don't give a fuck which way you flip it, toss or reverse it, bitch. It's not none of our business. We ain't got shit to do with it. So for all you immigrants, good luck with traveling. I wish you all the best with traveling. And actually, ICE, I got a few ideas for you. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just going to the airport, y'all know a lot of these fast food restaurants are filled, like absolutely filled with immigrants. Majority of these fast food restaurants around here are immigrants that work in them. Just in case y'all need a little help, you know what I'm saying? A little nudge, you know what I'm saying? A little idea of where y'all can actually find them at. Start running up into these fast food restaurants. I guarantee you, 95% out of 100, majority of them are immigrants.
Did you hear how people are reacting? Some are confused, some are angry, and some are actually scared. And honestly, I get it. Because when something affects travel, it affects everyone. Let's break this down properly. Airports are already high security environments. You go through checks, scanning, questioning, and adding immigration enforcement into that same space. That changes the perspective completely. Now, people are not just thinking about safety, they're thinking about legal status, privacy, and how they might be treated, and that's where the tension is coming from. By the way, wait until we see the reaction later on in this video because some people are not holding back. Personally, I think the biggest issue here is trust. Because when people travel, they want to feel safe, but also comfortable. And if there's confusion about who is in charge or what their role is, that can create anxiety very, very quickly. And let's be real, airports are already stressful. No one wants extra tension on top of that. But I need your opinion on this. Do you think this is a good move? Or is this taking things way too far? And be honest, would you be comfortable going through airport security in this situation?
So the government is partially shut down. TSA workers are still not getting paid. So that means the airport is low staff because they're not showing up to work, because they're calling out sick, because they're not making any money. Trump is now going to have his ICE agents report to the airport to take over the security system in the airport. And that's a terrible idea. Trump put his ICE agent out in the world for them to attack immigrants and to get rid of immigrants. And having them in the airport doesn't make any sense because there's a lot of immigrants in and out of the airport. That's what the airport is made for, to travel city to city, country to country. So now having ICE agents in charge of the security in the airport, people are going to be forcefully detained unwillingly due to the fact they're immigrants. ICE don't even have the proper training to even run TSA booth. It's not right and it's very unfair. These ICE agents have been unaliving people. Imagine how hectic and chaotic it could get in the airport. An enclosed area filled with thousands of people, and imagine gunfire going off. Imagine how scary and traumatic that could be.
This is actually insane right now. ICE agents are now being spotted inside US airports, as the government shutdown is completely wrecking travel. We're talking massive lines, like wrapping through parking lots massive lines. People are showing up 3+ hours early and still almost missing their flights. Why? Because TSA workers aren't getting paid. So a lot of them are calling out. Some have quit, and airports are starting to fall apart. So what's the response? Send in ICE. There are new reports and videos of ICE agents showing up in places like New Orleans and Atlanta airports, walking in full uniform through terminals. But here's the problem. ICE agents are not TSA. They are not trained to run screening machines. They don't handle airport security the same way. And even officials have admitted they're still trying to figure out exactly what ICE is there to do. Some say they'll help with lines. Others say they could be checking immigration status, which raises a much bigger concern. Are airports about to become places for immigration enforcement too?
There are 100 different reasons why deploying ICE to the airports is a terrible idea, but I'll stick to the top 3. First and foremost, it's not what they're trained to do. I mean, let's be honest, there are already serious questions about their training. So now we're going to put them in charge of screening 3 million passengers a day and then just hope for the best? Second, do we really want to turn 3-hour security lines into immigration checkpoints? And does anyone believe that's not going to happen? Last but by no means least, this Band-Aid approach does nothing to fix the actual problem. In fact, it allows Congress to keep sitting on its hands and arguing like school children while TSA agents go unpaid, and our enemies hatch plans to exploit the situation. Bottom line, this has the potential to end badly, and the American people deserve better. What are your thoughts?
Saying that you'll replace TSA agents with ICE agents are really just, it is dumb as fuck. Our TSA agents are barely making sure that shit is not getting on these planes, shit not getting through TSA. I got to motherfucking TSA and fuck that. I left Dallas, got to Chattanooga. I'm coming back through Chattanooga. Some shit that Dallas TSA let me get through with, TSA and Chattanooga was like, oh no, sir, you got to throw that in trash. So you want to put TSA agents at those gates, rough these people up, really just start putting people on the no-fly list because that's what y'all fucking want. Y'all don't want us to leave the USA. Y'all don't want us to travel at all, okay? But you're gonna put ICE agents at those gates, and they don't even have the training to be ICE agents. Let's be clear. But that's what you want to do. You need to let the adults work on this, and you need to go sit down in that bed. ICE agents at the airport, bitch, ain't nobody gonna go nowhere. And if they do get up in the air, we might see another kaboom. Y'all take that as y'all want, the way y'all want to. But yeah, no, ICE agents at the airport, y'all get that man. Get that man.
Now, look at the reactions. People are not just surprised, they are questioning everything now. And that's how topics like this grow. It starts with confusion, then turns into debate, then becomes a full conversation worldwide. At the end of the day, whether this is fully true, partially true, or misunderstood, one thing is clear: people are paying attention. And when it comes to airports, safety and authority, that's not something people take lightly. If you made it this far, you're a real one. Don't forget to like, it helps push this video, and subscribe if you want more reaction like this. It's your girl Lady Carrie, and I'll see you in the next one.